What?
You're so sweet, Pollyanna, thinking that I can better myself. Nope, still smelly.
Brr, you hear in the distant
Yeah,
distance. If she'd stop yelling that she keeps casting a spell, then they'd
yeah.
probably make it through the night. Are you eating Cheetos with chopsticks?
Uh-huh.
That is brilliant. That is the way to do it. That is my favorite way because, yeah, fuck having orange everywhere. Good deal. So, I missed you.
Got a skill 15 card. And a reroll.
You're not sure if they're even coming this way. I just want to point that out. I mean, if she keeps yelling at them, they might. But they sound like they're in the distance, like in the direction of the fort.
No, the reroll won't be a new yell.
I refuse your generosity. I'll run away from you if that's what you're worried about. Let's keep going. Let's play it how it lays. Sample. Sigh.
Are you writing down all the times they sigh so you can cut
I'm
it up
not.
easy? Aw, aw. So, you guys continue on with your bicycles, or you want to ride the bikes, or you want to walk and worry?
Oh, is it morning?
It's nighttime right now while you're hearing the troll weird calls and
Yeah.
shit in the forest. But
We're hiding.
well, you were hiding, but she keeps yelling at people. Come kill us! We're casting spells at you, bitches!
I'm quiet. I got my stealth at a third.
Mm.
All right,
Casting spells, though, is a noisy
Yeah.
endeavor.
yeah, if she's not going to cast, then we stay hiding.
All right. Morning eventually comes. Give me willpower rolls to actually get some sleep and magic points back. Otherwise, you're like, wah, wah, wah. I've been stressing all night.
Crit.
Nice.
Drool coming out of his mouth. Did you make yours ×5, Sheila?
Looking. No.
Not a fucking wink of sleep. You are stressed the fuck out because you heard some noise, and you're hoping it wasn't what you thought, but it just went on, and you could just imagine the rhythmic slapping together of. It sounded like two alligators being slapped together rhythmically, along with some sort of weird grunts and yells. And
Was the slapping butt cheeks?
could have been.
That's what I.
Yeah. It could have been two trolls having it on as well. And then you thought you heard, like, later, the brief cut-off scream of a very small squirrel.
No.
I'm so sad.
Squeaker McSqueakin'.
Oh, squeak squeaky.
This mod is not going how I thought it would, but, you know, once you find one shit-covered squirrel, the whole thing goes to... Anyway, so you guys, now, during the next day, are you wanting to walk or ride your bikes? Keep in mind, when you're riding your bikes, you're usually at about walking speed because she sucks at riding a bike. If you were both able to ride bikes, you're going double walking speed.
Well, if we have enough food, I don't have to forage all the time.
You should be able to make it to the fortress. It's like gonna. If you both make a ride bike roll, you'll be there today. If only one of you makes it and the other one fails, or if you both fail and neither of you fumbles, then you'll be camping out there night in the woods.
The less nights in the troll forest, the better.
Yeah, I'll try it. I just did not grow up riding a bike.
Okay, weirdo.
Harsh.
If she makes it,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah. It
Pressure's
does
off
work.
for her
It does
making
work
it.
today. Never mind.
All right, so it looks
Oh,
like
I wanted to make it so bad. No, I didn't make it.
Now, bad news, since you didn't make it, that means that you're going to be camping much closer to the fortress, about in the area that you thought you were hearing the weird trolls and alligators being slapped rhythmically together, and even the cut-off squeak of a squirrel being crushed. We'll go with crushed.
Okay, Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Before
Yes,
sunset,
Glenn.
We'll find a good hiding spot and remove the tracks.
Now keep in mind, no smell is only like an hour or two, something like that. After that, stinking starts normally, I believe.
Yeah. Then if we hear anything, you cast no smell.
I shout, "No smell!" when we hear something. It's a terrible plan.
Well,
When we're most vulnerable, say something.
I mean,
And this is because you made fun of my bicycle riding earlier today.
they hunt by smell. So if you don't do it, then
They're
they'll
not
definitely
deaf.
find us.
They're not deaf. Troll lore. Are they deaf?
They hear a thing from 100 meters away. It's not going to mean that they automatically find us in our hiding spot.
We just camp next to something very smelly. There's probably poor dead
that's
carcasses
clever.
around here.
Yeah, actually, you do find a boar that appears to have been partially eaten and fucked, possibly to death. So you guys can camp near that.
Yay!
Yeah, you're going to get a card for that. That's a good idea. Find something smellier.
That is a
than
good
you.
idea. Does it look like they mean to come back for it?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Or is it already rotten?
It's not that rotten. You guys might even be able to get some cuts of meat off of it and make a nice fire. Oh, sorry, it's been so long since you've had meat. He's just sitting there looking at it, smiling.
Bacon is dancing in your dream bubble. Bacon and sausage, scrambled eggs.
So,
Is a short song.
I can appreciate that. Now, let's see. Since we know that Roll20 hates the shit out of Scott, we're going to have him do the does anything come by that night to eat your faces roll. It's going to be a straight up luck roll. Lower is better.
I need to roll my remove tracks.
Okay. That'll make it harder for them to pinpoint you immediately. I'm removing trucks, he announces loudly. He casts a spell.
Efficient spell. No. Remove tracks. No. Efficient spell. No.
My spells are efficient.
Tracks.
And the tracks are still here.
Efficient spell. Remove tracks. Yes. Done.
After making a bit of noise and thrashing about for a bit in order to try to scare away any wildlife that might be near him. Yeah. So, Glenn, give me that luck roll to see if something comes back to attempt to have sex with the rotting corpse. Just like a dolphin when it bites the head off of a fish and uses it to masturbate.
Made it.
Cool. You guys end up having you can hear shit moving around the woods and stuff. Now, both of you guys give me willpower times 5 to go to sleep rolls. Dana, you're at a +10. You are exhausted.
Nope.
But you don't need sleep. And you can see him. You hate him so much. It sounds like pretty much just imagine like the over the top everything in the woods is like screaming at each other or trying to hunt or kill each other or having sex. You know, and there's the fucking owls going, who is doing this? Who? And you're like, ah. Kind of. Now you remember why you went to the city. Yeah. There's just an occasional stabbing and mugging. You were much happier with that. Just the cut off, you know, somebody getting hauled into an alley and beaten to death with a 2x4. Much, much easier to sleep to. But nothing comes to eat you guys. So next morning, you just make it into the fortress and such. The people are really surprised when 2 people on bicycles come rolling up, and they're like, "Open the gate!" The trolls don't ride bikes, and so they let you guys into the forest or into the fortress, and then they close the gates. There are not that many people here, and they are freaked out of their mind. All of them look like Dana in the no sleep department. They're all like, ah. And they're looking at you, and you look like, I have been sleeping like a fucking baby. I don't know what it is about these woods, but god damn, is it restful. All of them look just freaked out, stressed out, and they yell at you for a while, and they're trying to figure out what's going on and who sent you. And they keep asking questions without waiting for answers, and eventually some of them stop off. One guy just like clutches his head and starts screaming, and then their guy goes, they stop screaming. They're like, pull it together. Now, who are you? Who sent you? And why are you here? That's not good enough. I need answers. I'm so sorry. Please, I haven't slept in days. Go on.
I'm Glenn. We were
I
sent.
don't care about that. Who sent you? Tell me now.
The Mercenary Guild.
Never heard of him, he says.
Nobody back in town has heard from the outpost, so they sent us to check on you.
You fool! You horrible, horrible, pathetic fool! He grabs Glenn and begins shaking him. You've doomed yourself, he says. Doom!
What?
There's some spirits of the elves haunting the woods. Anybody who wants to is allowed to come into the fortress, but if they try to leave, they're never heard from again. He shakes you some more.
Oh.
You guys should like put a sign on the outside of the fortress.
Is it the trolls?
Trolls? Trolls?
Trolls. I heard some trolls when we were in the forest.
Oh, we would love it if it was just trolls. No, it's ghosts of the elves. Here to punish us for killing them all and wiping them out and genociding them all those hundreds of years ago.
So, if I walk out the gate, then I just disappear?
That's right. I mean, it takes a while, but it happens.
What if I walk out and then come right back in?
I don't know. It's not worth trying. He shakes you some more. This
Stop
is not
shaking me.
some sort of joke. He
Pull it together.
What?
Pull it together. Slap.
Give me a psychoanalysis roll.
No.
He's not pulling it together. It shows like a speeded up film of Glenn getting shaken like a fucking baby by a British nanny. Right. Give me psychology rolls to kind of get an idea of what's going on here.
Yes.
Probably not.
Okay. These guys are so freaked out, so sleep deprived that they're pretty much useless.
Oh no, I did get it.
Hooray, you agree, but God, you need some sleep, you think. I feel useless.
Why did you break contact with the town?
Because anybody who leaves the fortress dies, and that's the only way to contact the town. We're not rich enough or important enough to have a telegraph line here.
So you stopped sending people?
There's not many left to send.
Or they just keep dying?
Of course they're dead. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. He begins shaking Glenn some more.
I thought you said they disappeared.
They do. They disappear to die.
Well, when was the last time you tried to send someone?
About a week and a half ago.
Is that when we stopped getting contact?
You're not sure. You
I think so.
kind of fuzzy on
I
that,
think that's
actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
they said
Yeah.
a week or two.
Yeah.
A week and a half is right between a week or two. By God, the pieces all fit.
So, when you send people to town, are they supposed to just come right back?
They're supposed to bring troops, but instead they sent you. What kind of weapons do you need to go out and kill those elvish ghosts? Great. And you're all set. We'll stay here and protect the fort. You go kill the ghosts and bring us back their heads or their chains.
Does this fort serve a purpose?
Yeah.
Are you also thinking of like, let's just take everybody?
Can you guys just leave?
We could, but we'd all die. It's up to you to fucking fix this. Because only you, I know that this Mercenaries Guild would have sent the right people for the right job, and that's you because you're obviously exorcists.
I mean, if
This
you're
is
just
an
out here for
important
no
fort.
reason, then we could
This
all
is
work
the
together.
northernmost fort. This is the fort before the Condor Mountains, and those condors are fierce. If you ever see one flying above you, get under cover because sometimes they drop turtles under your head.
That is deadly.
He nods. She is wise in the ways of turtles.
I checked to see it. I'm not completely bald anymore, am I?
Yeah, it's a
Don't
month.
want it looking like a rock.
It's a month or two. Oh God, it's a month or two of hair growth. I have no idea how much hair that would grow on you.
More than Logan.
Logan doesn't want hair. Yeah.
So the fortress protects the town from the mountains.
No, the fortress is where all the people doing the work come, and then they do some lumbering and mining. This is the arterial spray. No, that's not the right word. This is the artery that leads back to the pumping of blood of the town.
But
He's going cross-eyed trying to see you.
when we came here, it was very obvious that the lumberjacks stopped at a very specific point, kind of close to town. So I don't think they're actually doing work out here.
We lumber from the other side. That way. It's different kinds of woods. You can't just you don't just chop down any tree. You need specific kinds of wood. Those trees are over there.
I mean, they weren't doing anything
No, they know the woods are haunted. It's up to you to get them unhaunted. Why won't you unhaunt my woods?
So you've sent people out
Yes.
previous to a week and a half ago, and they've just not come back, so
Yes.
it's haunted.
Yes.
There's been no other...
And we hear the elves at night making their weird whooping noises. An elvish war cry.
Do the trolls sound like whoops?
Yeah, they kind of do, actually.
Okay, so...
You put a little tear in your fucking shirt from shaking you so much.
Jerk.
Hands off the goods.
All we need to do is go out into the woods and do our unhaunted ceremony.
Go in the woods. He begins shaking you. You'll never survive.
And then when we come back the next day, it'll be proof that we were successful and the woods are unhaunted.
As long as there's no more whoops the next night, yes.
And then you can all abandon the fort.
No, we need to get fresh troops in here to relieve these. Once we hear the elvish necromancers no longer whooping, then we will know. There's a lot of them out there.
I mean,
they're all around us. Yeah. And
if you need fresh troops, then they just need to come from the other side.
They can only come from the top side. You can't come up from the ground like that. Doesn't work like that, he tells you. He shakes you some more. You're getting a little dizzy and nauseous from being shaken so long.
Have it.
He shakes you more.
Knock it off.
Can someone show me a hammock somewhere, please? I'm going to go rest.
Get what sleep you can, they tell you.
It looks like you've got
the elf, and they shake you into a hammock. Glenn, they get her a hammock as well.
Glenn doesn't need a hammock.
Yep. You cut to. It shows Glenn sleeping, and then all of a sudden he gets grabbed and shaken awake. It's night. I can hear them out there. You hear whooping from the forest. The elves are back.
Does it sound like trolls?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like trolls. There is no fucking doubt in your mind that these are trolls. Vicious, bloodthirsty, evil, mean, damaging, horrible, smelly trolls. The elves are surrounding us, he tells you.
Good news. It's not elves.
It's elves.
It's obviously trolls.
The guy shakes his head. Nope, it's elves.
No. See, I had a class in cryptozoology.
He looks at you as though you're on crack.
And I learned what trolls sound like. And that's a troll.
That's an elf.
Fast up.
Yeah, he seems to be really bought into this. It would take something really fucking special to move his position on this, even a little bit. It's almost like he's been told for the last couple of weeks of sleepless nights and brain damaging shit going on that it's elves.
What are we talking here? Like quarter?
Sure, go for it. I'd be impressed by that.
Skill 15.
Wow, you really want to convince him that these are fucking trolls.
Let's see. Yeah, that's a fail.
He shakes you some more. You're talking crazy, he says.
Made it a half, not a quarter.
All right, I'm willing to grant that these may be insubstantial furry elves, possibly live in the forest and put squirrels in their butts, but they're still elves. Now go exercise them. He shakes you some more.
Could you tell me more about the condors?
Oh, they live in Condor Mountains to the north. Here, come over here for a minute. I need your help, he says to Data.
Yeah, come on over there.
Grab him. He points at Glenn right here, and help me shake him. He still won't get out of bed.
Did the condors come here often?
No, they live in the Condor Mountains to the north.
They don't like swoop down or anything?
Not really, no. We shoot at them with bows if they get too close, so they stop coming around. Could you help me shake this man?
We have a certain schedule for when we shake him, so I'll take over.
All right, please do. He stands back to see how it's done.
Oh, it's not time yet, you see. It's more effective, with greater privacy.
Oh, that kind of shaking. Excuse me. He leaves.
He left. Done.
Good job. Get out my binoculars and try to spot a troll.
Okay, it's kind of like looking into a well that's black for the black-colored bucket in the dark water. In fact, you could even have the lens cap covers on and not know because it's really dark and under the forest trees, then you don't get a lot of starlight and shit. If you'd spent a bunch more on these binoculars, and maybe you could have low light, thermal, starlight, all that good shit. In fact, you could probably go buy shit like that back in the red carpet zone, but you're probably being hunted like a fucking chia pet there.
Chia pets are hunted?
Apparently so.
How many things to think of?
Dana.
Glenn.
You're a survivalist.
Thank you.
So you must know how to set traps, right?
About that. I'm a vegan.
Right.
I do not know trapping.
You hear strange calls in the forest, and it sound. Oh, give me the listen rolls to try to decipher more information about these strange calls and stuff. If you make it, then you hear a lot of strange calls. If you make it by half, you get more information. If you make it by a quarter, it's more information. If you get it critical, I'll fucking give you all kinds of information.
So your Poppy didn't set traps for any G-men?
They were never a threat.
Oh. All right, what is this? Listen?
Uh-huh.
Listen at a third.
Okay. Right.
He was more of a hider rather than a seeker.
Your guess is that there's a half dozen trolls ready, willing, and able to play hide and fucking seek with you out in the darkness. You're thinking that they may be able to see because you don't hear them blundering around breaking off fucking branches and shit. Unlike you guys, they although they seemed active during the day, at night they seem even more active because they know they have some. When do they sleep? I don't know. Do they sleep? I don't know. But it seems like they really have quite an edge at night, and so they're happy to fucking play around. So you're thinking this is going to be a tough one, especially if they're half as dangerous as you think. You're thinking claw bite is the least of your problems.
Yeah. That's why, Glenn, I was hoping we could somehow get condors to attack them for us.
Oh, yeah, just drop turtles on their heads.
Yeah.
That would be a fucking weird attack. That really would be interesting. I like the creativity that went into that. It's not something I would have ever come up with.
But it doesn't seem that that's going to work.
Okay.
As if we fully invest in it. Yeah, sorry about the trapping.
The people in the fortress are freaked out of their minds. Pretty much, they're running around yelling or hiding or whatever. These are not guards. Apparently, the guards, you don't see any around. These are like working guys. Where are the guards?
Where are the guards?
Ah! Says the guy in the
All right.
Elves, says another guy running by.
Dana, what do you think of this idea?
Lay it on me, Glenn.
We kill an animal.
I'm not liking it, Glenn.
We set it out at the edge of the clearing. We have everyone who can hold a bow hide up on the wall.
I don't think they're going to do that, Glenn.
It shows one of the guys choking himself with a bow by accident. He falls off the wall.
And then when the troll comes out, bam, pincushion.
And then the 5 other trolls come out.
Then we shoot them too. Because everybody's in a fortress and they're down there getting shot.
You see a guy literally trying to bury his head in the dirt. Yelling, trolls! He's scraping dirt over his head. Trolls! Or, sorry, elves.
As far as a plan that qualifies as a full plan, other than, I don't know, maybe there's birds around here. Good job, Glenn.
You see one of the guys up on a chair working on trying to make a noose.
Let's make a statue of a lady troll.
He does try to hang himself, but it was a slip knot, so he's free again.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Just don't do that.
We need every man. Now, we don't have to personally kill the animal. We can just stake it out there.
No.
Then
it's like a literal goat.
It doesn't get eaten.
We need a sacrificial goat.
Yeah. Or a lamb. Whatever. Maybe just a squirrel.
Sir, says the guy coming up.
Yes.
I'm afraid that we're out of livestock because when we were first attacked by the elvish ghosts, and the soldiers hadn't come back from trying to kill them, we don't know where they went. We had to defend ourselves, and the catapult, sir. So we're out of livestock.
You launched cows at nothing?
At the ghosts, sir, because everybody knows the elvish ghosts are scared of cows.
Just into the noise, you launched your livestock and food supply.
Yes.
That is very unwise.
We are not good at this. We are not smart men. But we do have a catapult and a ballista.
Huh. You know how to use them?
Nope. You?
Is there like a pile of crippled animals like next to it that like went backwards?
Actually, he takes you up on the wall and he points, and in the trees and shit are all kinds of dead, rotting livestock.
Well, there's your
the trees.
bait, Glenn.
Yeah. About that, he says. Yeah.
Are there rocks for the catapult?
Well, there used to be, sir. Over there, he points on the other side of the wall. And there may be one over there, but and he goes, takes you to ballista, and he points out where all the ballista bolts are. But we were told that they don't eat. They ate for a while on what we shot at them, but they got a taste for men. The Elvish ghost. Begging your pardon, ma'am. They may have a taste for you. I don't want you to feel left out.
Just a question of, have you always been commander?
I'm not the commander.
Did the commander leave at some point?
He led the guards, yes.
Okay.
There was a lot more of them, but we've heard a lot less Elvish ghosts, so we would guess that they killed a bunch of them, or they were turned into ghosts themselves, or they were turned into elves somehow. Although that seems kind of stupid.
So you fired all the ballista bolts as well?
He points out where they are stuck in different places, and some of them are like really unlikely shots. Like, how did you get it up there? It's not even a straight line from the fortress. With the curve shot?
Okay, let's rally the workers and go recover them.
Nobody wants to leave the fortress, especially at night. One of the guys is like, we can each stab each other, and that way we'll never have to leave. And there's a couple of people who are like, tell me more.
During the day.
The day is the only time we have to sleep because they're up all night. All night. She knows what I'm talking about. She has that look in her eye. She's like, what? These people are freaked out of their minds. There's about 20 of them. Just fucking down to the dregs of their sanity. Barely holding on. Thinking that, if they knew how to use a sword, they could try to stab each other at the same time, but realizing they'd fumble and just cut off each other's penises. It's not good. Not good at all. One, of course, Otter in there in the thing, he hasn't come out since all started. Just keeps in there masturbating. He won't stop. It's not natural.
I'll prove it to you.
No.
In the morning.
We don't need any proof that Otter's in there masturbating. We know.
I'm going to go outside the gate.
Don't do it, sir, please.
Recovering
he grabs you and begins to shake you. Don't.
I stop him. It's not the scheduled time yet.
Oh, this is a whole different guy.
I say it anyway.
That guy comes over and here's how you shake it. They fall back from your flurry of blows. If you go out there, you'll be killed. Don't do it, sir.
I'll prove you wrong. Then you'll all have to help me.
All right. They all get up on the wall. It just shows it from their angle, and it shows them go, And then just blood just fountain sprays over all. And they're like, oh, it's horrible.
Why did we watch that?
And that was how Glenn died. No, okay, so, okay, they're like, we can't open the gate at night because then the elvish ghost might get in. So we'll have to lower you down on a rope.
No, we're waiting until morning.
We
I said
can't
in the
open the
morning.
gate during the morning because then we can't see the ghost coming in. We'll have to lower you down on a rope.
There's no ghosts, and if they
Everybody
were,
knows elvish ghosts
they
can't
would still
climb.
be there in the morning.
Yes, but then we can't
It's
see them
actually
because
trolls.
they get clear in the morning. At night they're white, and at the morning they're clear, so they're super hard to see. So
Do
we'll
they have
just lower you on a
someone
rope.
blocking the door or guarding the door for this, or are they just like?
They're all clustered around you right now.
In the morning, we're going to open the gate.
We can't open the gate. The ghosts will get in.
I'm in command here.
Give me a leadership role.
That's a skill.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
About fast talk.
they might believe it for a little bit, but then they'll go to bed and go, nah, he's not.
Yeah.
One of the guys grabs you and shakes you, and he goes, "You're not the commander." It's a whole different guy shaking. Why is everybody shaking you? We'll lower you down with a rope. That way, the ghosts can't get in. Everybody knows that they can't go through closed gates.
You opened it for us to come in.
If there were ghosts,
They look
they'd be able
baffled
to
by
come
this.
through the gate.
Okay, you're not going to be lowering us down with a rope. We, at the very least, will be lowering ourselves down with a rope.
That's another card for Dana Azul there. That's probably, I was waiting to see how that would play out because I just imagine all them letting go at once going, ta-da!
Whoopsie.
So, right, cut to morning. Both of you guys give me willpower times 5. Can you ever sleep again? Glenn's at a +10. He's been having, no, he's still fucked that up now.
Oh no, oh. 5 hero are added to
fumble
NPC of
times
the GMs.
Oh,
Ugh.
wow. You guys are fucked.
Yeah.
The king troll scratches himself and looks at another troll and goes, "Bring me a squirrel." So, cool.
Oh, it's morning.
It's morning.
I
They
start opening the gate.
they stand fast to try to prevent you from opening the gate, but they do offer you the hangman rope that one of the guys is going to use to kill himself. We can lower you out of the fortress.
Do you have any poison here?
I've got it.
We used
Good
to.
people.
I've got it.
They all look sad.
We open the gate just a little bit so I can roll under it, but the ghosts can't fit through.
Under it.
Ghosts that don't exist.
No, they won't even go for that. They are insist on keeping. They interpose their bodies to keep you from being able to do any gate opening and stuff. They offer to lower you down with the rope. It's not that far. It's only a few meters down.
No. Because you're all idiots.
Well, they all agree with that. And just so you know, it's probably around a 2-story drop from the top of the wall to the bottom. But it's an anti-elvish ghost wall, according to these idiots. You are now realizing that you have fallen into the stupid people place. This is what all of them have clustered. They started off as stupid. Now they're scared and stupid. In answer to your poison, they're like, yeah, well, we used to have quite a bit before Tauntaun had it all. He was so scared. He said, just as he was drinking it, he said, oh.
Glenn,
Hmm.
what do you think the odds are that the commander just abandoned this post?
That's what I'm thinking about.
This is just on purpose. Here's like a hitchhiker's guide of like you're the necessary people who'll go on the first ship out. Hairdressers, get out there.
Yes.
Sorry, hairdressers.
Telephone sanitizers.
Yeah. Telephone sanitizers.
Sheila, please reduce your hand by una.
Oh.
Or sorry, by 3. You keep saying funny shit, so you keep getting caught.
Pilot Zeppelin.
That has come up
Nice.
before.
That is not a pilot condor.
I'll be right back. Condor.
Well, I have an armor piercer. I don't know if you wanted that, Glenn. Scott Glenn.
Probably not going to navigate. I'll hand that to you. You can throw it away.
I'm gonna ditch the bargain. I don't think it's gonna help. Okay, you want navigate? Or are you ditching navigate?
I'm trading it to you so you can give me whatever you're going to give me.
Do you think that we need crime scene cover up?
No.
I'm gonna give you armor piercer. Pierce that armor of the trolls. Yeah. I'm a big fan of poisoning when we're terribly out of.
Ooh. Do you guys have any poison?
Well, they said that
Yeah.
Tom already drank it.
That's right.
Okay.
So I don't know if we can make something.
Well, just so you guys know, by the way, going down or up the rope is a climb plus 10%, if you want to do that.
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
We're probably going to end up having to do that.
What if we set up a dummy instead of
You
a
have
sacrificial
20
animal?
here already, and it's not helping.
Yep. We set up a mannequin.
Oh,
instead
right.
of sacrificing an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it smells like a person.
Go talk to Otto, who's been in the closet. He probably has things that smell like human.
I'm giving her another card, but that was
Yep.
horrifying.
Speaking of poison,
Mm-hmm.
how is can I to learn more about trolls? Anything in here? Does Commander have like book of useful thing in his office room?
The commander didn't really hold with reading. He whipped a man once because he was caught reading.
What if we burn down the forest?
That's our livelihood. Well, livelihood of the town as well.
No, you're not using it.
Just sit there and try to figure that one out. You're imagining all the beautiful animals, the noble animals and stuff.
I'm not okay with this one. I know that it was, it probably hasn't come out for you yet, but there's this movie called Bambi.
Never heard of it.
Wow, I was just thinking for Dana, if she ever hits an insanity, a good first level insanity, eco warrior, real strong all the time. Oh God, what a horrifying insanity!
That'd be rough.
Making the PCs fucking recycle and shit.
Just keep everything in jars.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, I don't think we're going to get any support from these people. We should just go.
What's your plan?
Well, find wherever we need to learn more about trolls. And since we don't seem to have, theoretical knowledge, we're gonna have to go out there probably. See if they have like a nesting ground or something. We've been listening to them for a couple nights. If it's like from the same area, or if they're just enjoy running around. I'd love to poison their whatever they're using for water. I imagine they need water. But
We'll
then
burn
that's
down the
gonna be like
forest. We'll poison their well.
give them ketamine beer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we all like
What I'm-
ketamine beer.
What I'm
Numbers to
saying.
letters. Immediately discard all cards with plus percentage. Draw to replace.
Another one would be if we were to make false tracks of like Tyrannosaurus Rex so that they'd be all scared and run away.
Do you have any skill plus percentage cards in Dana's hand there, or your hand?
I do not.
No, her. She's Dana.
I do. But I think I might want to keep it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but he
You
got her
can't.
numbers to letter
Oh, I
card.
can't.
It's
Oh.
gone.
So then do you
You draw another one.
draw to take? Well,
And then discard down
maybe.
to 6.
See, and this is where do I have to? Because right now I don't have any more. Give even more hero points to the bad guy. So I don't even want to take that extra card.
I guess you don't have to.
There are. I
Well-
think there's only the one.
There's setbacks and stuff that we haven't pulled too.
True, but there is some good shit in there.
Fine.
It'll be fun.
Make things interesting.
She draws the everybody dies card. God
Yeah,
damn
that's
it.
yeah,
Big
that's
black plot.
okay. Not everything is horrible. It was okay. It was an okay pool.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you're with a bunch of dumb, scared, non-combatants who are freaked out of their mind, haven't slept in like a week. They've actually proven that if you don't sleep for like 72 hours, you're like technically insane. So these guys are all pretty firmly in that category right now. One of them stops by just to give Glenn a good shaking and then goes on his way.